If you know, you know. What's good, good people? And welcome to It's Just Not Up. So I know you've seen my videos about how proud I am to be gay, so I figured I would do this video to highlight some of the things I love most about being gay. So here we are. Number one, you've seen men before? Come on.
Got after the tiki.
Number two, empathy. Being gay, in my opinion, provides you access to empathy. You are able to really identify with people on a macro and micro level. For me personally, being both black and gay, it's been an interesting experience, right? But I think because of that, you know what it's like to be discriminated against for things you cannot change. And so I think it's made me a lot more understanding and a lot more loving when it comes to people, because I understand what it's like firsthand to be a part of a group that is so difficult to be loved sometimes, to be respected and all the things. And so empathy has been a really big part of my experience as a gay man.
It's the journey.
Number three, I get to hold intimate space with men. And that is, I don't even mean that in a sexual way. I mean that in just, society has a very interesting way in which it organizes relationships among cishet men, right? And relationships with queer men has been so intricate and so different. You know what I mean? We're able to identify with each other. We're able to be our full selves often. It's just dope. Like being intimate with one another platonically, and or romantically, but platonically for this respect is lit, for sure.
I love you, by the way. What? I do. It's true.
Number four, sex. Let's just be real. If you know, you know.
City girl.
Number five, I think because self-love is so vital to like your trajectory as a person, and self-love is not simple when you're gay. When you finally like get it, it's a real thing. You know what I mean? Like it's a very genuine version of self-love because of what it takes to arrive at it. You know what I mean? I think when you experience a lot of privilege on one end, the world makes room for you, right? Like you have a lot of spaces and opportunities to interact with you always. But when it's the opposite, you have to really be almost dogmatic about what it means to like love on yourself. When you do get there, I mean, oof, scared of you? Six, so kind of on the friendship level again, like friendships are a lot more genuine. I think large because homophobia can exist when dealing with a gay person who's like, you know, fully in their truth. It doesn't leave a lot of room for homophobia. And so you're able to like address some biases that may not have come up in other relationships. So you're able to truly build what it means to be friends, build what it means to have support, build what it means to love one another. Because I think again, like when you know, the world is set up very specific for very specific people, you know, and when you're not part of that group, it just becomes interesting. But when you find yourself holding true friendship with people who may be a part of a group that you once judged or had an extreme bias about, you kind of can't anymore to maintain the friendship. And it does make them better people. And I think it makes the friendship a lot stronger and more genuine. And you know, I often talk about like in certain friendships, you may or may not ever be tested in a way that will showcase whether or not they're ride or die. You may not find yourself in a scenario where you're extremely broke or where you need a ride from somewhere distant or whatever the case may be. But in queer relationships, especially when you're queer in relationship with somebody who's not, there's some true like conversations to be had and you really see who's for you. And it becomes a beautiful relationship at the end, at the opposite end of that. Number seven, in regards to partnership, there's this very interesting friendship component that is, it's hard for me to explain. Maybe you guys could do a better job in the comments, but you know, to be a friend and a lover, right? But to also be friend with somebody who can identify with you in ways that probably can't exist in other relationships is really, really intricate and intimate and intentional and nice.
I wish I was both-handed, cause...
Number nine, gay clubs have better music. I don't care. Gay clubs have better music. They just do. I don't care. And number 10, if I wasn't gay, I wouldn't be talking to you guys. And it's lit. I love seeing what you guys are doing. I love seeing you guys have such good conversations in the comments, because I know like, a lot of people say like, you know, they didn't have a lot of representation growing up, but I didn't have a lot of community growing up either, right? And so I think for me to see people who can affirm the things that I'm saying, or can identify with things, or it makes you feel a little less othered, you know what I mean? It makes you feel like, oh shoot, like I wasn't tripping, or I'm not crazy, or I, you know, all the things. And so if I wasn't gay, I wouldn't be here talking to you guys. I wouldn't have such a community of people, right? Like who are really committed to learning self, understanding others. You know what I mean? Like even with us, like just because we're the G in LGBTQ, right, doesn't mean we know everything about every letter. But I think for a lot of us, trying our best to understand and trying our best to get it and doing it all together.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
So drop your favorite thing about being gay in the comments. I want to know. I will see you guys in the next video. Of course, keep creating space.